Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing an Ocelote game, and Ocelote is playing Gragas, and yeah, he is in mid lane obviously. He wanted to play Evelyn in the previous game, and yeah, the queue cancelled because one of his teammates left, maybe because he picked Evelyn, but that would have been so much more awesome. But yeah, well, that's just the way it is. Now we are stuck with Gragas, and Gragas is still a pretty decent champion to well observe. So yeah, we'll have to see how that works out. Let me check whether I have a high enough. Yeah, I have maximum quality. So yeah, that should be okay then. So yeah, at least this guy not spamming his whole screen full of needlessly large things. Yeah, I'm going to place my my video over his information here, but so I won't block anything off the screen. If you want to know, he's on Facebook as Ocelote and on I don't know what that is. Twitter, I guess. It's a little bit of it's sort of a mask, I believe. I don't know what it is. And then you have oceloteworld.net, and that's his website. Anyway, yeah, just saying that because people have been asking me. He also has a Facebook, sorry, not Facebook, YouTube account. That is Ocelote's World or Ocelote World. It's Ocelote World. Everything is Ocelote World. And yeah, just if you want to see that, go watch that. Don't really care. Um, yeah, it's just that people ask these questions, and I will answer them if I see them. I don't see too many of the comments, unfortunately, because they annoy me too much. And people, well, at some point I shut them off, and people were saying, "No, you can't shut them off. We have so much important things to tell you in the or each other in the comments." And if you really get annoyed, just don't read them. So yeah, I took that advice, and I no longer read them. Every now and then I do. And I remove all of the first comments because I hate first comments. At some point I am going to block people because of that, or give them warnings first and then block them, because it is just, yeah, it's just retarded. I mean, there is no reason why it is impressive or even, well, why it's useful to put that in, and it's definitely not impressive to be first on one of my videos because I put out like 10 videos a day, something like that, and I get like, I don't know, 300-400 views on those in the first 24 hours. So you have a pretty decent chance of being first on one of them, a 1 in 50 chance, about right about there. Well, no, a 1 in 30 to 40 chance, I would say. To be first on a video, so first view, first comments, yeah, there are maybe, on average, 5 comments on a video in the first 24 hours. So, yeah, you have a 1 in 5 chance times 10 videos. You should be able to get a first comment on one of my videos. Just don't put in first. Don't put in something stupid. Just say thank you for putting out these videos. I really appreciate it. If you do, I mean, if you don't, then put that in. If you say, oh, don't go watch Bloons Tower Defense video and say, oh man, you should only put out League of Legends videos. No, I'm not going to. I mean, I'm sooner going to stop casting League of Legends than I'm not going to stop, but I'm sooner going to stop casting League of Legends than I will stop putting out, well, other videos. Because I like doing the other videos much more than I like playing League of Legends. And I like commenting League of Legends, but yeah, that's a whole different story. Anyway, we see him buying some starting off with boots and potions, of course, but buying some Doran's rings now. The Endurance Rings, of course, are going to keep him healthy and up in the mana count. Of course, the extra 160 life, or health I should say, is going to, well, be useful because he's pretty tanky when he has his W on, and that W is going to give him, well, every spell he casts gives him a little bit of mana back. So all in all, it should be good. Oh, the sphere not going off, but he still gets killed. Wow, that was a lot of damage coming out. Very, very nice gank there from Shaco. He did not see that coming. He did realize he overextended right at the moment the stun came in, and immediately he flashed out. But it wasn't good enough. It was not well, good enough to keep him alive. And yeah, the jungler taking over the mid lane, making sure that TF couldn't just push the turret and get some damage done on that turret. But yeah, a little bit of damage goes down anyway. But yeah, this is the great thing about Gragas, that ability to just wipe out the whole minion wave with just one or maybe two spells. Well, at the moment there are still two spells necessary, but at some point that will become one spell. And yeah, that is just the awesome thing about him, because you can get super high minion counts without actually having to do a whole lot. I mean, yeah, you don't really have to do that much to it. So Gragas coming into the bottom lane here. He is level 6, so he should be able to do pretty well. And what are we doing? We are getting this guy. No! Wow! 1-for-1 trade so far. Blitzcrank just does get the grab, and the kill goes to the kill goes to Gragas, but Gragas gets killed and Blitzcrank gets killed. So triple kill, or rather 3 kills for TF. And yeah, Twisted Fate completely ahead in that mid lane now. It is 1-3. Yeah, he did see that. Yeah, that ultimate from Gragas was definitely not the best. The Valkyrie from Corki was excellent, making sure that Gragas could not pick up that kill. And yeah, I don't even know if he died. Yeah, well, 6-6, so that doesn't really say anything. Because I didn't really catch, well, what happened before this. So whether or not he was, they were already ahead or not. But it is 6-6. 3 kills for Twisted Fate right there. And with the one that he already had, at least I think he was the one. Yeah, he was the one that killed Gragas the first time. So he has 4 kills out of the 6 for his team, which may actually be good. Yeah, he's 4-1. 57 minions, 50 for Gragas. Oh, Gragas not actually landing the kill with that. And that is going to be yeah, sucky. Yeah, he needed to do that because he was going to lose all of the minions otherwise to the turrets. And not this one, of course. Going to grab these raids. And there you go. And jumping through the wall. Also something that Gragas is good at. Just jumping through walls. And he is going to have to do pretty well. Yeah, nicely done. Both of the spells going off at the same time on the back minions. He misses just a little bit of AP to get that back minion line. So one more level in that skill, or no, yeah, he's level 8, so he can do one more level in that skill. Double kill here for Gragas. Come on. Has the ultimate. Oh, he lands the ultimate. And Twisted Fate comes in. Twisted Fate actually gets another kill. And he is actually going to, wow, get killed. No, Twisted Fate gets killed here. Both of them get killed. Okay, that's cool too. Come on, yeah, there we go. So Greg is at least grabbing an assist on that, and yeah, wow, that Twisted Fate played that very well. That was very close, 9-9 now, so 3 for 3 trades, all in all, and yeah, it didn't really work out. He does have 3 kills now. Twisted Fate has 6 though, and Twisted Fate obviously still ahead of minions. Although I'm not sure how much now, 67 to 71, so not a whole lot. Shaco going to take down this turret. Yeah, not actually managing to take down the entire turret though, because of a good response from Graves. And Graves going to go back bottom lane. Yeah, Shaco afraid of Graves obviously, because if you if you're attacking a turret, you really don't want to switch to a champion, because taking that tower damage definitely gives away the kill. And he already used his what's it called? The Jack in the Box. I thought they were gone, but they were not. Oh, yeah, they're going to get another kill there. Man, that bottom lane is not doing very well. There is something here. Oh. Did he run the other way? And he may actually be able to get the kills here. Well, at least one kill. Twisted Fate comes in, lands the stun, and they're going to get the kill here. Wow, Shaco shows up as well. Really? Wow, so well designed, these ganks, man. It's like they're playing against a full pre-made. Wow. So nicely done. It's really impressive. That was a really well designed gank. It's just that yeah, he had his flash up and he used his skills at the right moment to get out. Of course, he still had his ultimate up, so he wasn't in super danger, but it was definitely, well, a dangerous situation. Might actually lose the turret right here. No, it's going to stay alive at about, what, 100 HP? I think that's like one attack this. So it's probably under 100 HP. So Twisted Fate doing a good job of just taking out those minions. A nice ultimate is... yeah, it is going to be a kill. I wanted to ask whether Nocturne was in range, but he indeed was in range. So excellent. And yeah, we're just going to grab this, no problem. And after this, Shaco should be no problem. Come on. No, they're not going to land the kill. So from that, it was pretty obvious which one was the real one. Well, he already knew that, but it was pretty obvious because the clone takes way more damage from the same attack. So if you have doubts, obviously you can see it from, or if he wears one of the buffs, because the one with the buff, that's the real one, and in this case he did have the red buff on him, so it was pretty obvious which one was the real one. But if you have an AoE damage skill and you use it, then just watch which one gets damaged the most, and that's the clone. Just pick the other one. So yeah, blue buff now on our fat guy, and Gragas is going to attempt to get something done here. Oh man, yeah, he's going to land an easy kill there. Oh man, yeah, I don't know what the plan is here, but it is definitely a dangerous one if the red team still wants to do something. And they can actually see this ward. Yeah, pink ward was put down a little while ago. It actually had a few seconds remaining on it, and yeah, not a whole lot. Well, not a whole lot of time to take out that ward, but it was enough. So Twisted Fate back in mid, and so is our Gragas. And Gragas now able to one-shot that backline. He still can't one-shot the front line though, and that is of course well, when you really start to farm. But that's also when you really need to start doing something useful for your team. So going to go into Deadfire Grasp here, buying that gold item first. Yeah, I could have switched that up a little bit. Could have gone for the gold item before the Abyssal Scepter build. Yeah, because then he would have had some more gold and would have had, well, an easier time affording both of them. On the other hand, Abyssal Scepter is a really important part of his build, so he did want to get that as soon as possible. And they are going to grab this tower now. No, they're not, because it is too risky. Both of them are melee champions, and it is too risky to go into Yorick. Yorick getting caught here, and no, nobody gets hit by Gragas' skill. And ultimate, come on. Yeah, there goes the ultimate. The ultimate hits one guy, immediately kills him, and then there's only one guy left. And Shaco coming in. Shaco actually, yeah, very recognizable with his red buff, but that doesn't matter. He still grabs the kill. Well, they still grab the kill. And Shaco is going to run out of here, no problem. Nobody hit by the barrel once again. And they are going to have to get out of here. Yeah, they're going to be fine now. Graves going to pick up these raids. But yeah, a dragon attempt by coming in by what's his name? Shaco. And of course, yeah, Blitzcrank putting down a ward there. Like, yeah, if you want to come get it, then I'll just pull you over the wall and kill you. Wow. Yeah, that was not going to work, of course. Very nicely played by Twisted Fate, teleporting in at the exact right, well, spot. And yeah, we are going for that dragon now, with the red team, of course. Yeah, I'm assuming they already did it now. Yeah, well, enemy team played that very well, and especially because the Gragas also died, there was really nothing that, yeah, that could save them from losing dragon. Gragas is going to run into the top lane as quickly as possible with that body slam, and is going to pick up some of the minions, but definitely not all of them. It's going to have some trouble picking up these minions even, because yeah, well, his minions are trying to last hit them as well. No, his minions are just hitting them. And wow, yeah, there you see it. That's what it looks like if you can blow up the entire minion wave. Well, he couldn't, but he hit each of the minions a couple of times, and then it worked. So the blue buff's still there. It could have been stolen by now. But yeah, he's going to grab this blue buff and probably grab the wolves, yeah. Because he lost his turret. Aurelia is mid lane, so he is going top lane. But top lane was already pushed and he didn't want to make a straight fight out of it. So he is just going for this defense at the turret. Aurelia coming in to try to push the turret, but that's not going to happen. She is not going to be allowed to push in. Oh, that wasn't Aurelia. Never mind. Aurelia is on their team. It was just Yorick. And yeah, Yorick, of course, really good at pushing towers because of his ghouls. His ghouls, yeah, can distract the minions quite well, and yeah, I think they can even distract the tower, and that, of course, makes it even more awesome. Not actually sure if they can. Wow, almost getting the kill. Oh, he does get the kill. No problem. No problem. So yeah, the minions here, yeah, they're all his. Nobody cares about them. And yeah, they're going to trade bottom second turret for the first turret in the top lane. And wow, and the middle turret, the first middle turret. So actually 2-for-1 trade there in turrets, which is good. They are finally making some progress. And Aurelia is in some trouble. She is being chased and he is going to attempt to rescue her. Yeah, they grab an easy kill. Just the Shaco coming in, so the enemy team did not stay there as a team. Come on, Blitzcrank, grab him. Grab that other guy then. No, he's going to die. Yeah. Didn't grab, just ran in and yeah. Got stunned. That's a shame. So Deathcap here, that is surprising. He did not intend to go for the Deathcap, that's why it's surprising. But actually picked up a lot of gold from the 2 turrets plus the kills. And, well, could afford it. So, wow, a big minion wave here. And yeah, because he can now pretty much one-shot the minions. Well, no, not pretty much. He can now one-shot the minions. And this is how you do that. You just run in, you make sure that the melee minions follow you, and then you go stand in between or just behind the ranged minions, and then the melee minions will group up with the ranged minions, assuming that none of your minions are there. You have several champions that make that very useful. Morgana is another one. Karthus, well, Karthus doesn't really care too much, but his AoE, yeah, is pretty big. And yeah, you have several champions that find it useful to do it like that. So let's see here. The mid lane is being pushed a little bit in their direction. The top lane, yeah, that's still okay. I mean, the turret is still there, but nobody's pushing it for the moment. And they need to take care of this, well, maybe team fight. But the top lane needs to be pushed out a little bit, because otherwise it's just one guy taking 2 seconds to take out that turret. And yeah, indeed, they were able, or they would have been able to do Baron there, but it seems that we're just going to wipe all of them from the map and then do Baron ourselves. Shaco actually dying there to the ignite. Very nicely done. And yeah, it seems that everyone just died, including Shaco twice. And yeah, well, the Baron should be no problem. I mean, they can share the damage pretty well. Then go back. There goes the Baron. And man, that was a very good team fight for them. All of a sudden they're ahead. And they have been behind for most of the game. Well, maybe for the entire game. No, most of the game they've been, most of the early game, sorry, they've been equal, actually. It's just that mid lane has been behind all this time. But he now has 10 kills. And yeah, 10 kills seems to be good enough. Anyway, it should be good enough. And do they realize? No, he does not realize that the blue buff is still there. But also, well, Gragas not taking any risks, using all of his skills to the last for the last burst. Yeah, it was a nice attempt to steal that blue buff, and that's why you do that in the bush. That's why you hide your intentions. Now that's why you hide that whole golem, because that makes it impossible to last hit, because you can't really see how much health is still left on it. So unless you mess up yourself and you don't use your burst to burst it down, there is no way someone can get it. Hitting two of them with a random volley of the cards. Actually, a lot of damage done there by that ultimate plus Q. And the enemy's still going to engage here. They're going to lose two of their champions. And man, it's going to be 3, 4, and another ace. Yeah, this has to be... No, oh, hang on, he already died. Never mind. Anyway, it's 4 for 1. And Twisted Fate is still available. Twisted Fate doing a lot of damage. But yeah, losing another turret, there's no way he can defend this, obviously. And another ace. So another kill for Gragas, who now has 13 kills. Yeah, it's about time that the enemy team just surrenders. Although the game isn't over. But yeah. The Gragas is a little bit too fed, and that makes for great team fight possibilities, because he has all kinds of AoE damage. His Q, his R, and his E are well, AoE damage. And yeah, just look at the amount of damage he does. Just crazy. And he is going to escape here. No! Oh, I expected Blitzcrank to do more there, but yeah, well, the burst from Corki just too much. And yeah, that's just the way it is. Can't really help that. So yeah, it seems that we are going to see a little bit of a fight coming in from the enemy team. Don't know if they will actually be able to do it, because well, enemy team is pretty far behind, 19 to 27. So they are 8 kills behind, which is about half of what they have. And I'm not sure if it's very effective that they try to make a comeback. By the way, I don't know if my camera is being or is very low by now. I do know that in one of the previous games it was almost black. And that's because I normally play with the curtains closed, and now that it becomes a little bit darker outside, yeah, the room that's already dark already or becomes even darker, and the camera can't really make anything out of that. After this game, I will light up the lights, and then I will have to retune the camera, because obviously otherwise I get a white camera if I do it now. So I'm sorry about that. This is always a difficult time in the day. And yeah, unfortunately I cannot set it to auto tune, because it sucks at auto tuning, just like any camera, by the way. Yeah, that's it. An easy victory. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.